So,
that if she continues to contact Ms. Schuman is going to have a basis for PPO. She may even have a basis for something else.
maybe contempt her, put her in contempt. Maybe.
So
This courtroom isn't just about sentencing. It's about redemption, boundaries, and the fine line between family loyalty and legal accountability. Today, Judge Curt brings back Mr. Shust for a rare resentencing after realizing something critical was missing: a GPS tether and restitution for the victim's priceless personal items. But as the hearing unfolds, one thing becomes clear. This case isn't just about property. It's about power, control, and a family's disturbing involvement that refuses to end even after sentencing. Keep watching, because the judge's patience is about to run thin, and what she says to the defendant's mother will leave you speechless.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Bryn Curt on behalf of the people, P84009.
good afternoon.
Good afternoon, James Parker on behalf of Mr. Schuster.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Schuster.
Afternoon, ma'am.
Mr. Schuster, I brought you back today for resentencing because I realized that everyone can be seated, thank you. I realized that I neglected to include a very important provision, which is tether. And as I was thinking about this case, I wanted to be assured as well that the victim receives all of her personal property. I think you can appreciate that some of the things that she described are really priceless. And I want you to return them to her or assist in returning them to her. So I'm going to include that in your order. And I've also decided, given that you already served 6 months on this offense in pre-adjudication detention, and that my objective for you is rehabilitation, I am going to release you on house arrest with a GPS tether for 6 months. Again, taking into consideration that you've already served 6 months in jail. However, Mr. Schusterick, if you violate the no contact provision in any way, you're going to spend at least a year in the Michigan Department of Corrections.
Can I ask a question?
You
How
can ask
do I
Mr.
go
Parker.
about getting her?
You can ask Mr. Parker.
What do you need, sir?
Her photos. The only reason why I hung on them for long.
Mr. Schusterick,
Your Honor,
Just tell me.
if the people may, is there going to be a replacement for the DVT program? Because that was the entire purpose of
yes,
the
I'm sorry.
incarceration.
Yes, it's it's batterers counseling.
Okay.
And thank you for raising that because I do have that here.
And I did have an opportunity to speak with the complainant who is here. And she indicated to me that the items she is most specifically concerned about are her medical records, the entirety of her medical records.
You mean since she's an adult?
I believe her entire life medical records, Your Honor. I believe that the defendant's mother has possession of them, and I have that belief. I don't recall, I'd have to double check, but I do know that his mother has used information from those medical records in the past to demean the complaining witness. And then the photo albums, which do contain photographs of her, as well as her sister, who I don't believe is with us anymore, Your Honor, from their childhood, from Russia, and all the way through, Your Honor. I have been informed that none of these photographs are of an intimate nature. So I did ask that question. I also did float several ideas of how to effectuate the transfer of this property. My suggestion, personally, would be that either Mr. Schustrick or a representative of Mr. Schustrick takes those items to the Allen Park Police Department, leaves them there, and then either Miss Schumann or a representative of her goes to the Allen Park Police Department and retrieves them. That way there is no communication, no interaction between any parties. I think that given the extensiveness to which parents have been involved in the case, I think that would be the best bet rather than having a third party meetup, not at a police station. And then on and after the date of sentencing, Mr. Schustrick's mother did reach out and text the complaining witness multiple times. I don't believe, based on the contents of those text messages, that Mr. Schustrick directed her to do that. But I just want that on the record, that contact was made. It was harassing contact by Mr. Schustrick's mother. Again, I can't establish that he directed her to do that or she did that on his direction or at his suggestion or anything like that. I know Your Honor was very adamant last time and spoke with her as well that contacting would not be helpful. And I would just like on the record that did occur and that those messages did come from his mother. I don't have anything to suggest that Mr. Schustrick was involved with that. I just wanted it noted for the record.
Let's pause right here. Notice how the prosecutor carefully builds a record, making sure every detail about those medical records and photo albums is documented. That's not just formality, it's a legal shield. If these items go missing or are tampered with, the defense can't later claim confusion or ignorance. But there's a deeper layer here. The mother's alleged harassment and misuse of private medical information could potentially cross into civil or even criminal territory. The judge's tone remains calm, but make no mistake, she's drawing a legal boundary, and any further contact could tip this into a much more serious case. What do you think? Is the judge being too lenient, or is she handling this with the perfect balance of law and restraint?
Thank you. Mr. Parker?
Well, certainly we appreciate the court's resentencing. Can we have a list of things that Mr. Schustrick is to turn over?
The medical records and any photograph or photograph albums of Miss Schumann, and Miss Schumann informed me that Mr. Schustrick would know exactly what she was referring to.
You
As
do
far as
know
that
exactly
goes-
what she's
That's where the
I know what
gray
she
area is.
I know what you want.
You know exactly what she's referring to.
Exactly. Medical records. Look, my mom says a lot of things.
Mr.
My
Schuster?
mom's nuts.
Mr. Schuster.
Just answer what.
Absolutely.
Just answer.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Just answer the question.
Mr. Schuster, how many times do you think you've been before me by now? Maybe 10?
12 at least.
Yeah. And every single time, I have to ask you to stop talking.
Sorry.
But you don't think that you need any mental health treatment.
Not true.
Ms. Curt, I appreciate that you're giving Mr. Schusterick the benefit of the doubt concerning his mother. And assuming, especially because it was the day of sentencing, and probably that he would have had a limited opportunity to contact his mother, I tend to agree with you. However, I did tell your mother, Mr. Schusterick, at length on the record, and frankly off the record. She remained for a while after you were taken into the back, that she was not to contact Ms. Schumann in any way. You need to get her under control.
You tried. I've been trying. I'm the kid. I'm not an adult in her eyes. Blah 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 blah. I've tried. I've asked her, and I haven't had contact since the day I've been detained
Well,
with
tell your
anybody,
mother
so.
that if she continues to contact Ms. Schuman is going to have a basis for PPO. She may even have a basis for something else.
Maybe content her, put her in content. Maybe
So-
she'll-
Sorry,
You tell her.
you're tall.
I'm not in disagreement.
All right, so we have medical records, photo albums. And I'll order that these items be delivered to the Allen Park Police Department no later than next Monday. So you'll need to arrange that, Mr. Schuster.
And I'll make sure to put a call out to the Allen Park Police Department so that they're aware.
Thank you. And when they are delivered, Mr. Schusterick, whoever delivers them, make sure, this is really critical. Make sure that that person gets the name of whomever these items are left with. Because I don't want to hear, well, I never received them. I went to the police department and nobody could tell me who had them. And you said, you talked so glowingly about Miss Schuman, how much you care about her, what a great mother she is. You need to do this. Is there anything else?
Nothing further from the people, Your Honor. Thank you.
I have nothing at this time, Your Honor.
The judge will need to contact DOC to get that in place.
Okay, thank you.
And that wraps up this tense courtroom confrontation. Judge Curt ultimately released Mr. Shust on house arrest with a GPS tether for 6 months, emphasizing rehabilitation over punishment. But she made one thing crystal clear. Any further contact from him or his mother could mean a 1-year sentence in the Michigan Department of Corrections. This case shows how accountability doesn't end with sentencing. It continues through respect for court orders and the victim's rights. So what's your take? Was this a fair outcome, or should the judge have come down harder? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you enjoy these real-life courtroom breakdowns, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gripping legal moments every week.